All right, let's talk about a moment that can make any Linux user's heart sink. You run an update on your Ubuntu system, you restart, and suddenly nothing works. If that's you right now, take a deep breath. We're going to walk through how to get your system back up and running.
So, does this look familiar? Are you staring at a blank screen or a weird error message after what was supposed to be just a simple, routine update? Trust me, you're not the first person this has happened to, and the good news is, it's totally fixable.
You might even be seeing this really scary-sounding message on your screen called a kernel panic. I know, it sounds like the end of the world, but it's not. Think of it less like a real panic and more like your computer's way of hitting the emergency stop button because something's not quite right. And we're about to figure out exactly what that is.
So before we can fix the problem, it really helps to understand what's actually going on under the hood. Let's take a quick look at the main character in this story, the kernel.
The kernel is, well, it's the absolute heart of your operating system. It's the core piece of software that acts as a translator between all your other programs, like your web browser, and your actual physical hardware, your processor, your memory, your graphics card, you name it.
And this slide right here, this explains everything. See, in a perfect world, a new kernel update works seamlessly with all of your hardware drivers. But the most common reason for a kernel panic after an update is a mismatch. The new kernel is suddenly incompatible with a specific driver, and this happens a lot with third-party drivers, especially for things like graphics cards, because they aren't always updated at the exact same time as the official kernel. That little conflict is what causes the whole system to halt.
Okay, enough theory. Time to roll up our sleeves and do a little detective work. Let's figure out exactly which part is causing the trouble on your machine.
Now, here's the secret weapon. Your old, working kernel is still installed on your computer. To get to it, you're going to restart your machine. As soon as it starts back up, just start tapping the escape key or the shift key over and over. That'll bring up a menu called GRUB. From there, just navigate to Advanced Options for Ubuntu, and you'll see a list of available kernels. All you have to do is pick one with a lower version number than the one that just broke.
If you're seeing your desktop now, hey, congratulations. The hardest part is officially over. You're back in a safe environment. Now, let's make this fix permanent. Go ahead and open up your terminal. This is where we'll run a couple of really simple commands.
First up, let's just confirm where we are. Type uname -r and hit enter. This will spit out the exact version number of the good, stable kernel that you're running right now. Make a note of this number. Okay, next we need to get a list of all the suspects. This command, dpkgl/grep Linux image, is going to show you every single kernel that's installed on your machine, including the one that's causing all the problems.
And here's where we put it all together. Just look at the list you just generated. Compare all those version numbers to the working one you noted down a second ago. You're looking for the one with the higher number, the newer one. That's our culprit. That's the one we're going to get rid of.
All right, we've identified our target. Now it's time for the main event. Let's perform a little digital surgery and remove that faulty kernel for good.
This is the magic command, right here. And using sudo apt purge is really important. We're not just deleting files, we are purging them. That means it removes the main kernel image, its associated header files, and all the configuration files. It's a completely clean removal.
Now, listen up, because this is the most critical part. Do not just copy and paste this command. See where it says kernel version? You have to replace that placeholder with the full exact version number of the broken kernel you just identified.
So for example, if the bad kernel was version 6.11.0-29-generic, then your command should look exactly like this. Notice, no more brackets, just the real version number copied perfectly for both the image and the headers.
Once you type that in and hit enter, the system's going to give you one last chance to back out. It'll show you what it's about to remove and ask if you're sure. Just give that version number one final check. If it looks right, type Y for yes and press enter.
Excellent. The faulty kernel is now gone. But there's one final bit of housekeeping to do, so our computer doesn't get confused next time it starts up.
So here's the thing. Even though we deleted the files, the boot menu itself might not know that yet. It might still have an entry for that kernel we just removed. We need to update that menu so it doesn't try to load something that doesn't exist anymore.
And thankfully, this is the easiest part. All you have to do is type sudo update-grub and hit enter. That's it. The system will automatically rescan everything and generate a brand new, clean boot menu with only working options.
We are on the home stretch now.
The system is fixed, the boot menu is clean, and now we just need to restart and make sure everything is working as it should.
Okay, this is the moment of truth. Let's run our final command, sudo reboot. This is going to restart your computer one last time, and this time it should boot up perfectly, straight to your working desktop, with no intervention from you at all.
And once you're back in and everything is running great, it's always a good idea to run these commands just to get your system fully synchronized and up to date. And always remember that last point. This whole situation is most common with third-party drivers. So if you use them, just keep this fix in your back pocket. Now you know exactly how to handle it.
And there you have it. You've successfully rescued your system. You stared down a kernel panic, and you won. Feels pretty empowering, doesn't it? So that just leaves one question. Now that you've conquered this, what else are you ready to learn how to manage in Linux?